What is up, guys? I was just about to post a dread captures video, and then I found this EW Bodycam video, and I threw it at the front of this video. It is insane. Check this entire video out, then go like, subscribe, do your thing on EW Bodycam's page, because this is nuts. Anyway, love y'all. Hope I don't get in trouble for this. Yeah, all right. See you in the comments.
They're continuing. She was attacked by an animal. That's the worst thing ever.
That's a big cat. Yep. That is not a kitten.
Deputies head into the Colorado wilderness after a mountain lion fatally attacks a woman on a remote hiking trail. But the recovery mission becomes far more dangerous when they realize the predator isn't ready to leave its kill behind.
I think he's been watching us the whole dang time.
Yep.
Like, I'm just letting you know, that thing is still hunting.
The cat does have a death penalty coming.
The following is based on official police records released to date, and the footage has never been seen before until now. On New Year's Day, 2026, two hikers in the Crozier Mountain area alerted local authorities after witnessing a mountain lion dragging a woman's body off the trail.
Hello.
How we doing?
Good. Okay.
This is the two RPs. Oh man. And so
Where's she at?
she's right there.
Try out up there. About 100 yards.
So we were walking and I looked up and I thought it was somebody's dog. And I thought, that's weird. But then I saw there was a large thing on the trail. And so
He's a physician. He checks signs of life. She was cool.
yeah, she was cold.
You are a physician.
Okay.
The woman is later identified as 46-year-old Kristen Marie Kovach, an ultra-marathon runner, avid hiker, and certified medical assistant. As a physician, the witness was able to call her time of death at 12:40 p.m. But bringing Kristen's body down from the mountain won't be easy, and there are many dangers still lurking.
And you guys said you could still see the cat.
Yeah, he was trying to drag her away.
Okay. Have you seen which direction the cat went?
Went
east, southeast.
They hung around. It didn't go away.
It's probably still going to be in the area.
It was protected.
So,
Oh yeah, we were creeped out big time. I mean, we were like making a lot of noise and like that thing is not moving.
Also known as cougars or pumas, mountain lions are elusive predators and generally avoid people whenever possible. But they're also known to return to their kills over the course of several days to feed, so the lion's lingering presence is not unexpected. For deputies still hiking to the scene, this only raises the stakes.
It attacked one person, it could attack another one. Doesn't usually mean good things about the health of the cat. I'm just gonna guess that this cat bedded down somewhere within a mile of this. Just like, unless it's rabid. If it's rabid, then who knows? I mean, the nice thing is that these are thin trees, like these are not prime trees that a cat would want to be up in, I don't think.
Mountain lions often hunt by stealth, using trees, brush, or higher ground to ambush their prey. With civilians still on the trail and the lion's location unknown, a helicopter is called in to evacuate them and other hikers to safety. But as first responders remain at the scene and wait for more backup, a sudden noise leaves them on high alert.
hey. Have you heard a mountain lion scream? But have you heard a mountain lion call scream?
I've heard them call for their young. My analogy is it almost sounds like birds around you. If you think it's birds, more than likely a cat.
That's why I just perked up.
Yeah.
Capable of sprinting up to 50 miles per hour, a mountain lion can cover the length of a football field in about 5 seconds. And as deputies move deeper into the trail to observe the body, they're now entering terrain where even a few seconds of warning may not be enough.
And information from DOW. There are about 3 active cats in the area, the active cats.
Adam, copy all. Did you hear that?
3 cats?
3 active cats.
Cool.
According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, anyone who encounters a mountain lion should make themselves appear larger and more aggressive. That means opening a jacket, raising both arms, and throwing rocks, branches, or anything within reach without turning away. But given the deputies' observations, it's likely the victim had little time to react.
So it looks like it jumped from there, hit here. That's just going to be one big
One step from there, probably maybe there,
and
right there,
and lunge.
probably lunged from right here up. I could see that. Yeah.
Right, coming downhill, and so it spun, took her down right there, and then
That makes sense.
and given her head position, I'm guessing broken neck.
Yeah.
The deputy notes multiple injuries on Kristen's body, including a broken nose and deep lacerations to her face. There are puncture wounds on her neck and jawline, where bruising has already begun to turn the skin purple. Deputies will later inform her parents of the devastating loss of their beloved daughter, but their first priority is hunting and euthanizing the lion that took her life. Before they can even begin a search, they realize they're already being watched.
Park 6, I got eyes on the lion northeast of the body. It's just bedded down.
Hold up there. You see it right in between the trees?
Where are we at? Straight from my arm here. Bedded down, almost looks like a rock.
Okay.
Victor 1, Park 6, he's probably only 20, 30 meters from you.
You're 9 o'clock.
Okay, to my right or left?
To your left, you're 9 o'clock.
I've got eyes on 25 meters out. Give me code 0 traffic. I think I can dispatch it.
Yep, see it.
I got a good shot too.
As the gunshot rings out, the cat can be seen fleeing through the trees and vanishing uphill. They quickly head to its hiding space and see no blood or any evidence that the shot hit.
Hey guys, and just so we're all on the same page, I know we all saw it. That's a big cat.
Yep.
That is not a kitten.
Yes, in regards to shooting the cat, if you guys can get a location on it, try and hold it per CPW. They need to be able to want to shoot it. If you need to prove that, the head needs to be tested.
Investigators will want to rule out whether diseases, particularly rabies, played any role in the lion's behavior.
Thanks.
I kept hearing it.
I thought I was hearing something.
Once I saw it, all it was doing was staring at you, and it kept shifting its position to watch you.
Yeah, and I saw where you were, and I'm like, that thing is close to all of us.
And with us moving around and talking, and it's still not that close.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest one I've ever seen.
Colorado Parks and Wildlife informs the deputies that a specialized team trained on hunting and euthanizing will be arriving shortly. For now, their mission is to guard Kristen's body until a team can safely extract her. As they stand by, they remain on edge.
I think he's been watching us the whole dang time.
Yep.
Like, I'm just letting you know, that thing is still hunting.
The cat does have a death penalty coming.
A team arrives and safely evacuates Kristen's body from the mountain by helicopter. Her death marks Colorado's first fatal mountain lion attack in more than 25 years.
I thought for a minute this was a prank call, just because how the notes started. I'm like, this isn't real. Even in the dispatch notes it said mountain lion attack, ?
Because fatal mountain lion attacks are so rare, news of the tragedy begins spreading quickly. As social media posts and local reports circulate, authorities grow concerned that Kristen's family will learn of her death before they can be notified in person. A deputy and chaplain arrive at their home, hoping they aren't already too late.
Hi, sir. Deputy Reynolds with the Lamar County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
I'm going to step in and talk to you.
Can we step in for a moment, sir? Sure. Can I confirm that you're Kristen's father? Yeah. Okay. And what is your name, sir?
Nobody's in trouble.
Yeah, we're waiting for Doyle to come over for dinner. Yeah. Is Kristen okay? No, sir. No?
No.
That's life. Wait until your wife comes, please.
Might be something you may want to take a seat for.
When Kristen's mother joins them, the deputies confirm what her father has already begun to fear.
Regretful to inform you that Kristen has passed away. She has died. It was up in Glen Haven. They're still doing an investigation. And we wanted to come and let you know as soon as possible so you didn't hear it by any other means. That's the worst thing we could have. Right on the New Year. Right on the New Year. Yes. So sorry to have to bring you this news.
Was it a traffic accident?
No. She was out on a run on one of the trails by Glen Haven.
Someone murdered?
They're continuing the investigation.
She was attacked by an animal.
That's the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
She was out running. Yes. There's not many high
We were
altitudes.
waiting for her for dinner.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Deputies are later informed that Colorado Parks and Wildlife has successfully located and euthanized 2 of the 3 known mountain lions in the area. One had a gunshot wound, presumably from the gun earlier fired by law enforcement. According to a press release from CPW, both lions tested negative for rabies, leaving no definitive explanation for the attack. The cause of death for 46-year-old Kristen Marie Kovac was determined to be asphyxia due to external neck compression. The manner of death was ruled an accident. Her obituary states that she passed away while doing what she loved most, hiking in the beauty of Colorado's public lands. Watch our full videos as they were originally made, with no randomly muted words or details cut. We've also dropped brand new EWU videos available only on EWU Plus. Available now on iOS, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Google TV. Download EWU Plus and see what you've been missing.
The Ohio tree shaker footage has been one of the most debated pieces of possible Bigfoot evidence on the internet for years. Most people are familiar with the famous clip itself. What many haven't seen are the moments leading up to it. These clips come from the investigation that took place before the encounter was captured on camera. They offer a look at what the team was experiencing in the area beforehand. Whether that adds credibility to the footage or changes nothing at all is still heavily debated. Are we looking at genuine evidence of something unknown? Or is there a more ordinary explanation hiding right in plain sight?
Right up ahead of us here, I just saw 2 figures walking. And I'm hearing... We're gonna get up there as close as we can. Hopefully we can get video. Holy crap. Chris. There they go. I missed it. There they are. Chris. There's 2 Bigfoot right up there. Do you see them? Holy crap. There they are. We gotta get closer. Wait for a second. Wait up. There they are. We gotta get out of here. We're too close. We gotta get out of here.
This is Mike, a traveler known for visiting unusual and sometimes dangerous places around the world. He shares these crazy experiences on his YouTube channel, Fearless and Far. This clip and some of his stuff is insane. One trip to Turkey turned into something far more intense than a typical travel vlog. Mike had set out to explore an ancient castle sitting alone in the mountains. Very little is known about its history, but locals believe the ruins carry a dark reputation, one tied to danger and strange stories that have persisted for years. As evening approached and the sun disappeared behind the mountains, Mike discovered a hidden path leading toward the structure and decided to investigate. He had already been hiking most of the day and was actually pretty exhausted. With night approaching, he still needed to find somewhere to sleep. The castle seemed like a possible option, although he wasn't supposed to sleep there. When inside, he wandered through crumbling corridors, looked into strange openings in the walls, and noticed these old wires hanging near the entrance. That part, at the time, seemed very insignificant, but later it would become very important. By the time he set up camp and lit a fire, darkness had completely taken over. And that's when he realized his headlamp was missing. For someone camping alone, losing your own reliable light source is a serious problem. Using a makeshift torch instead, Mike headed back out into the ruins to search for it. It was exceptionally dark that night. Hardly any moonlight. He only had that one light source.
A gunshot. I didn't hear it, and I continued around the side of the castle in view of the path. Two more gunshots. They zip overhead. Guys, someone came with a gun and fired shots at the castle. They're firing shots at me. I have two choices. Stay in the castle and hold my ground, hoping this is just some simple misunderstanding, that they think I'm some mischievous kid.
They're coming closer. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Or grab my things and run. Maybe they're drunk, crazy locals. Or maybe worse.
The first one was quiet enough, though, that he almost questioned whether he heard that at all. But moments later came two more. This time there was no doubt. Then more shots followed, closer, faster. And after the last shot, suddenly, it felt very possible that someone was actually shooting at him. If not, they were dangerously close to him. Mike had a decision to make. Stay and hope it was a misunderstanding, or leave immediately. And he wasn't in the gambling mood. Grabbing only the essentials, he abandoned the rest of his gear and ran.
What would you choose? What would you do? I ran.
I left everything behind, and now I'm trying to find a safe place to go. That's up there with a flashlight. Did you hear those gunshots? They don't want me here.
As he moved through the night, he spotted another light in the distance, someone with a flashlight sweeping the area. At that moment, one thing became clear. Whoever was out there did not want him there. Mike hunkered down and was able to send a message to a friend that lived nearby. The response explained everything. Police were already searching the area for a suspect, possibly a looter or someone involved in criminal activity.
Hello. Merhaba. Hi.
Mike, where are you from?
From Canada.
Canada?
You made me very slick as a big gun?
No. No problem.
No problem.
Turkish. Hoş geldin. You are welcome. Nereye? Aşağı mı inmiştin?
Yeah.
Çağırdık seni. Sen neredeydin?
Can I make video?
No.
No? No, okay. You thought I was a you thought I was a thief.
Yeah.
The only thing I was taking was photos. How many bullets did you shoot?
4 or 5.
4 or 5 bullets. Yeah. And then you? 3. So 5 from a pistol and 3 from a AK-47 or something similar.
Mike, fuck you children.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck? And then I ran so fast in the dark with no light up a cliff. I could have freaking died.
Authorities had mistaken Mike for that person, and they were practically hunting him. Military personnel eventually pinned him down. Weapons drawn, they surrounded him and began asking questions. But once they realized who he was, Just a Canadian traveler carrying camera equipment and looking for a place to sleep? The situation changed completely. According to Mike, the soldiers treated him kindly. They even drove him to a hotel, told him to get some rest. The next day, and with more information he got, he finally started putting the pieces together. Those damaged wires near the entrance we talked about, they controlled the lighting system for the castle. Locals had reportedly seen an unfamiliar vehicle nearby and assumed Mike was a treasure hunter. When authorities arrived and discovered the lights had stopped working while Mike was inside the ruins, obviously their suspicions only grew. These lights, they were intentionally left on at night to discourage trespassers. Someone had disabled them. So Mike, he just happened to be standing in the wrong place at exactly the wrong time. In the end, it was nothing more than an incredibly unlucky coincidence, but Mike later admitted he couldn't stop thinking about one question. What if it hadn't been the soldiers who found him first? Or one of those stray bullets hit him? Because in a place that isolated, help can sometimes be hard to find. Thankfully, Mike walked away unharmed, but he also walked away with one of the wildest stories ever featured on his channel. Go check him out. On May 26, 2025, a man named Ray Savage shared footage that quickly caught people's attention. What had started as a quiet night in the wilderness ended with a discovery he never expected to make.
Actually, pretty happy about this spot. I found a deer trail. Look where it goes. So I, parked down that way, walked up here. It keeps going on up there. And I want to look up that way of the trail.
Ray's just a dude. He's simply out on another solo camping trip. Nothing unusual, nothing dramatic. He's just not that type of guy. Ray placed a trail camera and an audio recorder near camp, hoping to capture deer and other wildlife moving through the area after dark. The location was remote and rarely visited by people, but as you can see, there's a path for animals, perfect for this sort of thing. As far as Ray knew, the night passed peacefully.
So here's the trail cam, got it set up. It's facing over there perfectly, but I've got a nice little treat for you guys. There's the sound recorder. Okay, so I'm gonna have the trail cam going. I'm also gonna have the sound recorder going. I'm gonna listen to the audio first, and then the trail cam.
He enjoyed the quiet, settled in for the evening, and eventually went to sleep without incident. At no point did he notice anything unusual happening around him. It wasn't until the next day, after returning home and reviewing the footage, that things changed. Mixed in with the usual wildlife clips was something completely out of left field. A person. The camera had captured a man walking, or crawling, or climbing through the woods in the middle of the night. This dude is barefoot, shirtless, he has an axe. Doesn't seem to have a flashlight, no backpack. What in the heck? And this guy, he's moving slowly through the frame. We don't need a video to see that. We can tell. This guy is moving with the kind of deliberate purpose that scares the crap out of me. And the timing. Think about this. Ray was asleep in his tent. This person wasn't that far away from him. I mean, this guy's in the area. I mean, he's close enough to appear clearly on the camera, and these two, they could have easily crossed paths. Thankfully, they didn't. Ray was dumbfounded when he saw this. That was enough for him. He's like, nope, no interest. I have zero interest in returning to that trail again. I can't blame him for that. I mean, wildlife can be unpredictable, but at least you know the worst thing they can do to you. But an unknown person wandering through the woods barefoot with an axe? No. 4 in the morning? I don't think so. But what do you think is actually going on here? This freaks me out. Is this just a harmless local with terrible timing? I picture this Amish guy. I mean, these guys are built differently. I mean, look at this dude. This guy may not be Amish, but look at this guy. He's got an axe, no shirt on, traversing this hill. Honestly, I'd rather him have a gun. At least that would explain maybe that he's hunting. But to be wielding an axe like that, man, I don't know. I think old Ray Boy is pretty happy he made it through this one. This unsettling video was posted to TikTok by a woman named Tasha, and according to her, her dog may have prevented a very bad situation from getting way worse. The incident took place near a river in a wooded area outside Mount Pleasant, Michigan. She's just scrolling on her phone. Literally out of nowhere, a man emerges from the river and starts walking up the shoreline. You can tell this dude has no idea they're there. Almost immediately, Bella reacted. She stepped in front of Tasha and began barking aggressively at the stranger.
What are you doing? You can't get out here, sir. No! Don't! Belle, come! Belle, come! What are you doing?
Tasha calls out and tells the man he's not allowed to come ashore here and asks him to leave. You can see he's dead to right, but he still lingers. According to her, his behavior quickly became unsettling. His speech sounded slurred, and he was a little difficult to understand. His eyes kept darting all over the place.
What are you doing? You're not taking my tube, boy. I'm recording. It is. I seen all of you. I got all of you on camera. Then go get with them.
I tell you what though, Bella never backed down. She continued barking and stayed positioned between Tasha and this guy, refusing to let him get any closer. Meanwhile, Tasha had already signaled for help, and she just kept her distance. Looking back, she later realized something. Bella had actually started whining several minutes before the man appeared. She definitely sensed something was wrong before Tasha ever saw him. Eventually, the situation ended without escalating any further. The stranger left the area, and Tasha just went home safely. However, later, according to her, she learned the man was allegedly known locally for theft-related incidents in the area. And honestly, regardless of who the guy was, the situation, this is not what you want to see. A stranger emerging from the river and approaching someone alone in an isolated area is enough to put anyone on edge. Bella's reaction probably says more than anything else in the video. Dogs are incredibly good at reading situations and people. The comments quickly filled with praise for Bella, and understandably so. Because if there's one takeaway from this story, it's that a good dog isn't just a companion. Sometimes they're your first warning that something isn't right. Yeah, this dude is insane looking, first of all. Like, yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, but yeah. You can also judge this book by its cover, I think. I think it would have been funny if she just had a shotgun and just bucked off a shot. Probably would have scared the guy half to death. Anyhow, glad she's safe. Kudos, Bella. While scouting for new places to ride, a motorcyclist stumbled across something that stopped him dead in his tracks. This footage comes from the YouTube channel Theo Freakin' Door, whose creator was exploring wooded trails with a friend looking for possible riding routes. Just looking for paths, man. At first, the trip seemed... If you've ever been a part of something like this, it's completely routine. Well, until they noticed something unusual off in the distance. Curious, the two decided to park the bikes and continue on foot.
What is that? No way. I didn't really see it until you said something. Dude, that was straight up hold on. I want to get a good I want to get a good view of it. Dude, somebody was digging a grave out here. Oh God.
As they walked deeper into the area, both described an uneasy feeling beginning to build. Almost like they weren't alone or they were being watched. I mean, they said with every step it was just getting stronger and stronger. Until they walked upon it. A large square section of freshly disturbed earth sitting in the middle of the woods. The shape immediately caught their attention. It was obviously fresh, but according to them it seemed far too large to be connected to a household pet or small animal burial. So yeah, they stayed only long enough to record the scene before leaving the area. I don't know, but I mean, whether there's an innocent explanation or not, it's pretty hard to not let your mind wander when you come across something like that in the middle of the woods. It's crazy that they could feel the tension building on their way to this gravesite. Well, I called it a graveyard, so I showed my cards. What do you guys think it actually was? Do you think they should have investigated further? Would you have? In 1986, a 19-year-old man named Christopher Knight disappeared from his home in Maine and quietly vanished into the wilderness. For reasons he never fully explained, Christopher chose to live alone deep in the woods, completely cut off from society. To survive, he stole food from nearby cottages, campsites, and seasonal cabins scattered throughout the area. Over time, he also took clothing, camping equipment, propane tanks, batteries, and anything else really that he needed to get by. Eventually, locals became aware that someone was living out there. Some residents, they even began leaving supplies behind intentionally, hoping it would prevent further break-ins while they slept. That is creepy. Despite people knowing someone was there, one thing became very clear. Old Christopher, he did not want to be found. He took extraordinary steps to remain hidden. One of the most surprising was his refusal to build fires. Not once. He was worried that smoke would reveal the location of his camp. This meant surviving Maine winters without heat, even as temperatures dropped well into the negatives. Instead, he relied on layers of sleeping bags to make it through the cold. As the years passed and surveillance cameras became more common, some of his thefts were eventually captured on video. Then, after 27 years of living unseen, everything changed. While attempting to take food from another camp, Christopher accidentally triggered a motion sensor. Police responded and found him still there. For Christopher, it marked his first real interaction with another person in decades, and it immediately led to his arrest. Authorities had finally identified the man responsible for thousands of thefts across the region. But get this, in the end, he was only sentenced to 7 months in jail and 3 years of probation. But honestly, 7 months in jail, having not been around a person for decades, might feel like a decade for Christopher. This is super cool, but later, a blogger searching for a camping location reportedly stumbled upon Christopher's old campsite. The area was filled with supplies collected over nearly 3 decades of isolation. Honestly, the part that really kind of fascinates me is not even the fact that he lived in the woods, but it's really like the solitude. Most of us struggle to go an hour without checking our phones or talking to someone. I mean, this guy went nearly 30 years with no human contact at all. I can't help but wonder what that first conversation with police was like when he got caught. Man, that had to have been crazy. I went ahead and also attached this other piece of news footage that's pretty cool. Shows a little bit of the trial. Check it out.
But we are learning more tonight about the man who lived in complete isolation in the Maine woods for nearly 30 years. 47-year-old Christopher Knight is in the Kennebec County Jail tonight, suspected in more than 1,000 burglaries. Burglaries, that is, and he's popularly known as the North Pond Hermit. And today, we finally get a look at some of his stuff, the things that kept him alive, the vast majority of which were stolen, according to authorities. News 8's Megan Torgerson has more from Rome on the contents of his camp.
Have you ever wondered what nearly 30 years alone in the woods would look like?
This is all the property that he's accrued over the years. There's reading material. There is some jewelry. We found a little bit of money.
Game wardens and state police unloaded the contents of the makeshift home in the Rome woods they say belonged to 47-year-old Christopher Knight. Other than the glasses on his face, police tell us Knight says everything was stolen.
Once the tent was taken down, there was actually a rug on the ground. That rug was removed, and there was a bunch of magazines used as cushion, and I saw one dated back August of 1990.
A tent, a sleeping bag, some shovels, just some of the things that we can see that kept the man known as the Hermit alive in the Maine woods for 30 years.
There was actually found a lot of Game Boy type of video games today, batteries, just a variety of different household items.
An aspiring computer technician, according to his yearbook, Knight hasn't given police a reason for being a recluse other than he wanted to. Knight refused our request for an interview in jail. He is charged with burglary and theft.
There's a lot of victims here. First and foremost, Pine Tree Society, as obviously this was a location in which the Hermit was apprehended.
Authorities say Knight could have as many as 1,000 victims. They say more could come forward as the public learns the story of the North Pond Hermit. Police say after 27 years in seclusion, Knight is re-entering society.
More social, actually expression on his face, and I was pleased that he seemed to be adjusting well.
In Rome, Megan Torgerson, News 8.